Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Alright, so whales have accumulated over 880 million XRP in the past month. Guys, this coming from Ali charts here. Check this out. This is XRP accumulation. So this is 10 million to 100 million coins of XRP. These are coins stored in wallets holding this quantity, guys. That number has gone up through the latter half of April and now into the beginning part of May. Don't forget, during this point in time here, XRP price was actually steadily going down. So we have seen some peaks and valleys. XRP price really hasn't been performing until just recently here. So this is the XRP chart on the hourly. As you guys can see now, XRP struggling to get back up, making a new intraday high. Right now, one XRP going for $2.40 per coin. And it was just a couple of days ago where we were trading in and around $2.12. So a huge jump for XRP. That is, if we were to take it from there, that's just over 13%, guys. So XRP doing very, very well. If we take a look at Bitcoin, guys, Bitcoin is also up as well since Tuesday or Wednesday. Right now, one Bitcoin, it has breached the $100,000 level. One Bitcoin currently trading at about $103,300 per coin. So this is the hourly chart. As you guys can see on the daily, Bitcoin is looking very bullish. Obviously, it did succeed to get up past this resistance level in here. And now, guys, the big guns, the big kahuna, $109,000 for one BTC. So that is all-time high, and now that's the level that we're eyeing for Bitcoin to get past in order to continue its trajectory to the upside. So other cryptocurrencies are benefiting from this. Of course, we did just recently get Donald Trump saying to Americans that they should buy stocks now. I guess the reason is because the S&P 500 is also doing quite well. Dow Jones Industrial Average rebounding quite significantly in there. And so the president has been saying it. Listen to this.
It's the biggest bill of its kind ever in the history of this country. And Speaker Johnson and Leader Thune have done an incredible job. I mean, I'll let you know, we have to get a vote, but we have a lot of support for that bill. And if that happens on top of all of these trade deals that we're doing, this country will hit a point that you better go out and buy stock now. Let me tell you, this country will be like a rocket ship that goes straight up. This is going to be numbers that nobody's ever seen before. That's a very important element of all of this. You know, if we get that, if you don't, and the Democrats are fighting it only because they want to fight. They have Trump derangement syndrome. You know, if it was somebody else, they wouldn't fight. If you had a normal person, if you had some stiff sitting behind you, they'd be fine. But they have Trump derangement syndrome. You know, Senator Schumer's become a Palestinian. Welcome. I don't know when they're going to give him the ceremony, whatever the ceremony may be. It's terrible what's happened to the Democrats. So very, very important element of everything, of what we're doing.
Who was it? I think it was on the Joe Rogan podcast. Somebody was saying how Trump actually should have been a comedian. His comedic timing is right on point. Anyway, you heard within that interview answer, Donald Trump did say with regards to the bill that they just signed that the numbers in the stock market are going to go up, guys. This is obviously being represented in the crypto market as well. So again, this is just XRP on the daily, and hopefully we do continue to see a bullish day for XRP. You guys can see fear and greed is up significantly. It was in the 50s just yesterday. It's jumped 20 points, 70. So now we are in greed. Altcoin season at 40. You can see the market cap's up by over 5%. Volume is up too by over 6%. And the top coins, guys, are doing quite well, including Ethereum. Actually, Ethereum's up 19.44%. XRP is up 8.7%. We got many other altcoins up. Dogecoin up double digits, 13.21%. And many other coins up as well. Wow, look at that. Pepe up 42.9%. Wow. So this can't just be a coincidence, could it? Well, let's just take a look at some more technical factors for now. Raul Powell posted this. I think BTC dominance top today. There are daily, weekly, and monthly DMARC tops in place. And the top is well below the 2021 top, and that's below the 2017 top. If that all plays out, it is the hallmark of the next phase of the banana zone. So Bitcoin dominance. Let's just take a look at Bitcoin dominance. We've been looking at Bitcoin dominance for a while. And guys, this is the, here, actually, let me throw it on the weekly. We were thinking that, maybe dominance would go up to 70%, but it looks like all it did was hit 65% in and around here. If we were to just give it a rough number here, and so 65, that brings us to the top of some of these levels in and around here. And guys, what it does, generally speaking, is that it does just kind of crater. Now, what Raoul Powell was saying is it happened in 2021. That was in and around here. It also happened in 2017. And guys, that is when we will see, theoretically, that's when we're going to see altcoin season get up off the ground. And for more information on how I'm treating this bull run, right now we're still in a spec run, so targets are going to be geared towards a speculative run. But if that changes, guys, I'm changing up my strategy, and you can find all that information out over there at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel if you're interested in following my trading journey. So we're at 65% now. Is it going to drop? Are we going to see a retrace? Are we going to actually rebound and continue to make our way up higher? It's all very interesting, all things to be paying attention to. I know altcoins haven't really been reacting, I guess. Maybe the same way we thought they would. Altcoins have been fairly flat. But anyone saying altcoins is starting is absolutely clueless, coming from Vandal here. Historically, okay, and you got to think about this from an historical standpoint. Historically, altcoin season commences after Bitcoin dominance reaches cycle highs, which we were just looking at there, and then drops sharply by 10 to 20% to levels around 35 to 50%. And so just going back to this, if we were to get back into that yellow zone in there, that would be in and around the 40% range, give or take, 41 and a half, give or take. So we do need to see that come down. But with Bitcoin dominance at 64 now, so he posted this yesterday, if you think altcoin season is starting now, you are mistaken. This is all driven by the macro factors. Remember that a significant decline for Bitcoin, very likely in 2025, is needed to ignite the next altcoin season, driving capital into altcoins and other cryptos for substantial price rises. This decline has always been at the end of Bitcoin bull runs. So again, guys, if this is your first bull run and you want to follow what I'm doing, follow me, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. Just want to mention that again, because my plan to cash out for profit, I'm not messing this up. We may only have one last kick at the can before the real world utility does kick in, if in fact we do not see it for this particular bull run. So again, all that is still up in the air. So not only are we seeing bullish activity, not just for Bitcoin, not just for XRP, but for the rest of the crypto space. I think this news, had it come out and we weren't seeing this bullish spike, this news would have gotten XRP rising anyway. Boom goes the dynamite, says John Squire here. The SEC has officially filed a letter asking Judge Annalisa Torres to approve the settlement with Ripple. So this is the latest. Ripple will pay $50 million and the remaining escrow funds will be returned to the company. So for all intents and purposes, guys, the lawsuit is over. James K. Filan with the breaking news yesterday. The SEC has filed the settlement agreement letter. Next steps, Judge Annalisa Torres needs to provide an indicative ruling as to whether the court would, one, dissolve the injunction and release the escrow with $50 million going to the SEC and the balance back to Ripple, and two, if Judge Torres provides the indicative ruling, the SEC and Ripple will ask the Second Circuit for a limited remand back to Judge Torres to ask for the relief described above. Three, upon the granting of the remand, the SEC and Ripple will file a motion with Judge Torres asking for the relief described above. And number four, after the injunction is dissolved and the funds distributed, the SEC and Ripple will ask the Court of Appeals to dismiss the SEC's appeal and Ripple's cross appeal. Then it will all be over. Well, wouldn't that be a delight? Vincent Van Code commenting, can you answer for my followers on the ETA for when it will officially be over? Also, is there a situation where the court rejects the SEC's intent to withdraw its appeal? Thanks, James. Vet down here saying, court favors settlement very heavily. I'd be surprised if Torres would go against the settlement in this case. XRP Crow, underscore Crow here also commenting. So this is just outlined by James K. Filan, what we just went over. The irony of the fastest settlement token taking ages to settle in court isn't lost on me, says Gen Xer. So in short, another 4 years. Okay, let's not put that to the universe. Guys, this is positive, and the XRP community, the lawyers in the XRP community coming out and stating the same. John Deaton say it would be absolutely shocking for Judge Torres to not agree to lift the injunction after these circumstances. So John Deaton fully on board that Judge Torres will likely agree to this, okay? I don't want to jinx anything, but the below agreement makes perfect sense, and it's difficult to see it not going through. So he was just commenting on Eleanor Turret's report on this. Eleanor Turret was also reporting on the latest update there. Luis down here also asking, John, what's your idea of how soon this could happen and how long it'll take to get reviewed? But nobody answering really. The Cyberbull saying, this is not the same document as the letter, but they are part of the same sequence of events on the same day, May the 8th, 2025. So we got news of this yesterday. The letter was a procedural step, a joint request to the court outlining the proposed settlement agreement and how it has been officially filed with the court, laying out the framework to resolve the case. Essentially, the letter was the party's request to the judge, while the litigation release is the SEC's formal announcement of the settlement filing, likely issued after the letter was submitted. So that was courtesy of the Cyberbull there. What else do we have, guys? We have, Fred Rispoli giving his 2 cents as well. I'm not always right, although I can't say I wouldn't lose the debate if someone took the opposite position, but when it comes to law and legal strategy, I usually am. And so Fred Rispoli just reminding us that this is what he posted back on March 25th, 2025. Updated SEC versus Ripple timeline with the announcement by Stuart Alderati. You better believe the paperwork has been drawn up already. Now we wait on the vote. Less than 30 days. Then we wait on the filing by the SEC to lift the injunction, which will be unopposed by Ripple. Judge Torres will sign off on it less than 30 days from the motion filing. At most, we are 60 days out from this being 100% formally, legally, and spectacularly over. So that was, again, March 25th. So I guess if we say 60 days out, May 25th, that will be, the amount of time it will take, I guess, at most, before the judge does sign off on this. Cherry Empress also commenting, the time has finally arrived. For all intents and purposes, this case is done. Judge Torres will hopefully respond within the next week unless she wants oral responses from the parties. It is more likely than not that the parties will get what they've asked for. So some more people commenting. Guys, I think this is a very good sign. And, coupled with what is going on now in the crypto space, I want to go back to this because remember, XRP is not rallying because of this news. I mean, it might be partially, but really the entire market is rocking. And, an XRP currently right now going for about $2.41. That is a product of Bitcoin getting back up above $100,000. Remember, guys, the entire crypto market is ripping, so greed is at 70. But Vincent Van Code here commenting, the only thing the latest Ripple versus SEC settlement news has given me on my XRP journey is a guarantee that my XRP will not go to zero and that it's almost impossible for it to drop below my initial purchase price. That means my money is as safe as if it was in the bank. So, again, this is strategy. If you guys have not packed your bags, I don't want to tell you what to do, but, now the price is taking off. So you had some time. The rest for me is just entertainment and patience, he goes on to say. If you're waiting for an entry signal, well, let me just tell you, the fact that the case is over, price hasn't moved, a person looking to enter is in an enviable position of buying something whose risk is low and return potential is very high. And again, that's not financial advice by me, nor is it financial advice by Vincent Van Code. And guys, it happened on a Thursday, 5/8/9. Yeah, you cannot make this stuff up. May the 8th, 2025. And if you add 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5, that equals 9. So yeah, Anders retweeting out Art of Information's tweet here. Amazing how that kind of thing happens. It doesn't stop there also. Another thing that happened yesterday, which was getting markets up, was President Trump announced a major trade deal with the United Kingdom on 5/8/9. This ended up being a hell of a deal. $6 billion in new tariff revenue. U.S. tariffs on imports from the U.K. just raised to 10%. U.K. tariffs on imports from the U.S. lowered to 1.8%. $5 billion in new exports from the United States. The deal includes billions of dollars of increased market access for American exports, especially in agriculture. That's dramatically increasing access for American beef, ethanol, and virtually all of the products produced by our great farmers.
The deal includes billions of dollars of increased market access for American exports, especially in agriculture, dramatically increasing access for American beef, ethanol, and virtually all of the products produced by our great farmers. And our Secretary, as you know, of Agriculture is here. Brooke, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, sir.
You'll let the farmers know. In addition, the UK will reduce or eliminate numerous non-tariff barriers that unfairly discriminated against American products, but this is now turning out, I think, really to be a great deal for both countries, because it'll be really great for the UK also. So they're opening up the country. Their country is a little closed, and we appreciate that. They'll also be fast-tracking American goods through their customs process, so our exports go to a very, very quick form of approval, and there won't be any red tape. Things are going to move very quickly both ways. The final details are being written up in the coming weeks. We'll have it all very conclusive, but the actual deal is a very conclusive one. We think just about everything's been approved. So good for both countries, and we'll also receive new market access for American chemicals, machinery, and many other industrial products that weren't allowed, and they'll end up getting products that they'll be able to price, and if they like them better and we make great products, they'll be buying those products, but they were not available in the UK. Furthermore, in a historic step, the deal includes plans that will bring the United Kingdom into the economic security alignment with the United States. That's the first of its kind. So we have a big economic security blanket, and that's very important, and we feel very, very comfortable with that because it's been a great ally, truly one of our great allies. I mean, a lot of people say our greatest ally. I don't want to insult people by saying that, but I can say it's certainly one of our greatest.
And so there you have it. Markets are up. Crypto is ripping. This is all happening on 589, on top of which Judy Shelton commented, retweeting out a 589 profile here, retweeting out Monetary Guy 589's profile, who, by the way, follows me on Twitter. If people were fully aware of the data and insightful analysis by Monetary Guy 589, they would put an end to the Fed's tool for paying interest on reserve balances. So some more information. I find it interesting, though, that 589 keeps popping up, the Art of Information, with another tweet. On top of which, guys, you know what else happened yesterday? The Pope. 69 years, okay? The day he turned 69 years old, September 14th, 2024, 9, 5, 8. You rearrange those numbers and you get 589. And he also became the new Pope on May the 8th, 2025, again, those numbers 589 appearing once again. I gotta say, the coincidences just keep piling up, and Piotr 91, I think, with the pièce de résistance right here. Overnight while you sleep, 859. So again, the rearranging of the numbers. But taking a look at this, okay, how many days between the end of the end of 2022 to May 8th, 2025, and you have 859, 859 days. Now, what happened on that date, December 31st, 2022? Guys, I want to remind you about this this profile here, 311.ix. Do you remember this Riddler from back 3 years ago? They're followed by some people there in the XRP community, and they post in Morse code. And you know what this says here? Here, let me cut and copy that and paste it into a Morse code translator. Overnight while you sleep, this is what is happening. And I'm just going to turn off the volume. You guys can see here. What do we have? One of those, a merry-go-round coming into focus. While you were sleeping, what was happening? The merry-go-round, here, let me play one more time. The merry-go-round coming into focus, I think, conjuring up images of the Bearableguy merry-go-round here. Oh, and coincidentally, that was taking place in 2022. I don't know, guys. Is it all just one big coincidence? Tell me down in the comments what you guys think. And, if you're interested in seeing how I'm playing this market, where I'm going to be trading at, I mean, targets coming very soon for this next leg up. Follow me at patreon.com/Working Money Channel. Also going to mention that I do have the Working Money Channel merch store. Are we ready to send it, folks? XRP astronaut tees available now. Let's send it to the moon. Again, just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.